That's how kind of normal traders think, like average traders. But if you want to be top notch and at the next level, whenever you have a losing streak, ask yourself, what commonalities can I find here? What is different in these trades than the other trades that have been winning before? What's up traders, welcome back to another video. Today it's going to be more technical, more in depth. If you're not up for that type of video where it's like really technical, tactical, and I'll go through an example, it's not going to be for you really. But I want to go through an example of an email I got today, and I thought it's really better to answer by video. I think a reply by email would have been rough and tough and not cool. So I want to go through that, and hopefully it's going to be useful for you guys. So screenshot please. This is an email I got from someone that's been trading for some time. It's definitely not a new trader, but he's been doing some backtesting quite a lot these past weeks, I believe. And he says, I've been pondering over an issue on the methodology that I've been testing. I hope to seek your opinion, just to know the opinion from someone that's trading for a while like you. The backtest runs from 2008 till now. This year I'm doing some live testing, and I plan to go live starting next year to build my track record and hopefully getting my trading onto the right track. So results from the backtest, this is pretty cool. So I love when people have results from their backtest. They have some stats, some numbers we can look at. Perfect, love this. So the results say there is a win rate between 35 and 40%. That's fine. Risk to reward is 1 to 2. So from 1 unit of risk, you gain 2 units when you win a trade. Perfect, I love that. Average result, based on 10 years, 57%. I believe that's per year. Worst annual result plus 6%. That's fine. Best annual result plus 124. That's pretty good. And there is some losing month and consecutive losses that are more than a win. So the most winning streak is 7 trade, and the most losing streak is 25. So basically the question with that email is asking, is it normal to have big losing streak like this? And is it normal if your losing streak are longer than your winning streak? Now for all the strategies I had, or I did some backtesting, the losing streak were always longer than the winning streak. Okay, that's just, I don't know why, that's how things are. It might be possible to find the opposite. It might be just that you don't have the right period of time. But for some reason, there tend to be more losing trade than winning trade. Given the fact even that here the win rate is 35% to 40%. Now 35 is a little bit low, because if you have a reward to risk of 2 to 1, you would need a 33% win rate to break even. Right? So if you're gonna have 35%, it's just a small minimal difference that might not be worth it to trade. Because you might see like maybe most of the time it's more close to 40%. I prefer to have a little bit higher than that for that kind of strategy. For me, I know that if I go below 40%, and given I have a 2 to 1 of reward to risk, I know I cannot really go below. Okay, I have to kind of do something to keep it up above 40%. If you're gonna trade a lower reward to risk, then that might be working. And maybe that then you would have a 40-35% with a 3 to 1, that would be fine. But to get back to the question, so it's normal to have longer losing streak when your win rate is lower like this, like it's below 50%. So for sure there's gonna be more losing trade. That's a fact. And so what you need to ask yourself also is, what is the probability of me having 10 losing trade, 20 losing trade, 40 losing trade, whatever the amount is? But what's the probability of that? Can you calculate this? And yes, you can. Now there's a calculation with the risk of room. Really important to calculate. If you don't calculate this properly, it's gonna fuck up. What you want to do here is that you want to calculate what is the probability for you to have a losing streak of X number of trade, given that the market might be random. We assume this from the start. So the way you calculate this, just quick calculation here. We'll just do 0.6 or 0.65. Let's say the guy is losing most of the time. So 0.65 is your losing trade. You do this exponent 25. So the probability of you having a losing streak of 25 trades, it's quite low. It's 0.002%. Okay, so that's pretty low. What about if we were to do, let's say, 10 trades? And that's 1.34%. That's gonna happen at some point. You just have to repeat this more and more and more. One thing I love from this is that it's been done for 10 years. I guess that's a pretty good amount of trade. And this is probably, I would guess, kind of day trading. It's not swing trading for sure, because there's a lot of trades, there's a lot of results, and pretty much all years are positive. Okay, so that is pretty interesting. So Here's what I would do with this. This is like pretty much the bottom line, the thing you should think about. I would try to find a way to increase the win rate a little bit or increase the reward to risk. Okay, one or the other. Whichever way you prefer is fine, as long as you increase something. And that can be done through several ways, which we discussed in the video earlier. Link also, I believe, in the corner. That's going to help you quite a lot to make sure that you are having a little bit of better statistics from this. And maybe from this, you'll see that your winning streak increase or your losing streak decreases, and that's going to be awesome. Right? So those are ways to make it better. Now, here's the thing that's interesting about trading, because, and this is going to be a message about losing streak in general. Losing streak, in my opinion, are totally normal. Okay, they happen, you need to handle them, you need to be able to accept them. But you don't want to be in a place where you're kind of complacent, where you say, oh, here's a losing streak, I'll just trade again and trade again and trade again and wait till it passes and it's gone. That's how kind of normal traders think, like average traders. But if you want to be top notch and at the next level, whenever you have a losing streak, ask yourself or go back after a few months, like after a series of data, and ask yourself, what commonalities can I find here? What is different in this trade than the other trades that have been winning before? And if you do it long enough, if you really sit down at the table and print your trades perhaps on a paper and go through all the charts, probably you'll find some things that you can correct or that you can fix. And this is how, guys, you improve a strategy, you improve your edge in trading. It's not done by just waiting and having the losing streak pass and going through it. Although that's fine, that's an average way to do it. The best way to do it is to actually sit down, look at your result, examine the result, and find ways to improve. Okay, that's how you solve your problem in trading. That's how you become better. Hope that makes sense. And I first learned this from Will Hunting. We're going to guys watch again the interview with Will. It's also linked here in the corner and down below. I'll have a bunch of links to put. If I forget, just guys, let me know. With that being said, a quick word about Puerto Vallarta. I quite like it here. It's pretty cool, except it's raining like every evening, like it's gonna be soon now. It's gonna like fall down in a couple of seconds, I'm pretty sure. But I've been finding it hard to record videos in the city because it's kind of too hot to walk outside with the camera on the day. I just don't feel like it. If you guys want to see more of the city, let me know down below in the comment. Although this is gonna be live on Saturday, and I'll be leaving on Sunday. But yeah, let me know, of course, down below in the comment. I'll do an effort tomorrow to go explore and film some more stuff. So tomorrow's video might be more travel focused, but we'll see. Thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. Comment below with your thought. As always, give it a like if you enjoyed this video today. And I'll catch you back here tomorrow for another video. Ciao.